So I guess that's why we are switched to Nepomniachtchi against Gelfand.
So very important game for Nepomniachtchi with 2.5 out of 6. Let me see. I'm trying to find the position. Well, it looks like a Najdorf. That's fun. Oh, Boris is back to playing the Najdorf. Excellent.
Okay. Rook d1.
Well, very standard position, really. H5, interesting.
Nepomniachtchi is playing very quickly, by the way.
Wow, Rook H3. Now this is interesting.
So he's transferring his rook to d3, I guess, or g3 possibly.
Yeah, any of those squares.
That's
G3,
a very interesting
F3.
choice, yeah.
Okay, this is really unusual.
Well, for Blitz, I think it just fits perfectly. And
maybe not just for Blitz.
G6. It's okay, Boris is just keeping it calm. Rook h3, okay, nothing happened. Let's just play g6.
I predict Rook F3. Because with that bishop on c4, it seems to me that it might be nice
so you won't take a look on f7.
Yeah, just remind Black what the deal is. Well, I mean, Nepomniachtchi just generally is a very, very creative player. Comes up with some very interesting ideas.
Yeah, we can see everything from his face also, if he likes the position or not, usually.
Really?
Usually, yes. He's making so many different faces and, expressions. But now, okay, now he's concentrated.
He's going to keep a complete poker face just for you after you've said that.
No, I don't believe that. If something extraordinary happens on the board or he's not satisfied with his position, we will see it from his face. This is the player who absolutely cannot keep poker face.
So that knight swinging round via d2, presumably via f1 to e3, and then getting in to d5. So a pretty standard maneuver. I mean, normally, I love playing the Najdorf variation, but I would prefer to have the white pieces here.
I think that's the point, in this game, that Nepomniachtchi just played this original move, Rook h3, and now somehow Boris is forced to think what nuances it gives to the position, so he spends time. Because it's just an opening phase still, and already just 2 minutes for Boris. 1 extra minute for Nepomniachtchi. b5. Wow.
b5. Well, when you're under pressure, you try to change the nature of the position, and that's what Boris has done. He's stirred things up. With white king still in the middle, he's opened up that diagonal so the queen can come out.
But
so he's fighting. I like it. I like it. So the king comes to g7, that rook can come over. C file and B file, A file are open. Well, who knows objectively, but I like this from Boris. This is very nice.
Now, of course, with an extra pawn, he just wants to exchange this mighty king.
Okay, but the big question is, what about queen takes b2? Is that a legal move? Is queen b2 legal? Or do you just get your queen trapped?
Rook b1, maybe after
queen
that?
Queen b2, yeah, but then rook a1.
Rook a1.
So this is the question. Can he take on b2? Now, what's Nepomniachtchi got? Will he play knight? Oh no, c2 is hanging.
But fantastic practical play from Nepomniachtchi, because now it's just 1 minute for Gelfand, because again he had to think whether he can take on b2 or not. He's just forcing him to think all the time.
Well, he must have seen something, but...
Yeah, queen a5 he played, but you see...
He bottled it. He bottled it.
But you see 30 seconds were just gone after that.
Sure.
So it's I really like how Nepomniachtchi is conducting this game from the practical point of view. Bishop c6.
Yeah, I mean, taking on b2 was a huge decision. I mean, maybe it lost, but I didn't see it. So bishop c6. Well,
now, what happens after rook c8? He plays it and queen b5.
Oh, I thought he was going to sack his queen, take on b7, and because that's actually not so clear. But all right, this is an extra pawn. How much comp does black have? Well, not enough. Not enough. There we see the clock time. So down to 50 seconds for Gelfand, and well, 2.5 minutes for Nepomniachtchi.
Yeah, of course, black is getting his rook to the game. Well, I would say Nepomniachtchi is just better. He has an extra pawn, has more time, and now Gelfand should really work hard to save this game. Maybe I'm too harsh on my, opinions about this position, but it just looks like it,
Two bishops. Two bishops. It's still not so simple.
Yeah, two bishops in an open position, a good force, yeah.
Well, it's that dark square bishop on e7, which has no opponent, which will come flying into the game. And don't write off Boris.
No, never, never. You can never write off Boris. I mean, there were so many people who were writing him off for many years, like saying he's too old now for chess, and but look at Boris. He's just leading the Blitz tournament.
Oldest man in the field, 48 years old. Can he do it?
Before, okay.
Basically
so
means
we're going to get him back to this very important game.
That basically means that Anand and Nakamura have secured their position in the top half of the tournament. F7 coming under fire. There we go. Okay, now Nepomniachtchi starting to take control, and this is very difficult for Boris now.
By the way, something very interesting happens in Swidler against Aparin, but we stay with this game because it's, well, the leader is playing, but...
we'll switch to that in a second.
But it would be nice, yes.
Once the dust settles.
Just one eye on this another game, which is also very interesting, but now just 20 seconds for Gelfand. 20 seconds. Well, I think that black is really in trouble.
Well, now the bishop has come back to e8. At least the black bishop can come to c5. Personally, I wouldn't have pushed that b-pawn yet. I think that was a mistake. I think he should have just shuffled forward with his king first. Now Boris has a slight chance. Objectively, he's lost, but he has a slight chance now. I think that was a mistake, a practical mistake from Nepomniachtchi.
So now whatever happens, the next move is bishop c5, yeah? Rook b7, so, he wants... he just wants to occupy the b file, I guess. f5, well...
Okay, that'll do. Basically, if he played bishop c5 straight away, then the knight could move. Okay, he needs to protect his e-pawn.
b6, so he's pushing forward.
Okay, bishop c5. No, bishop d8. Oh, that stops rook c7. That stops rook c7. Now he wants to play bishop. Now he wants to play bishop c6. Now he plays bishop c6.
Okay, but he's not letting him play bishop c6.
Not yet.
At least black took the pawn back, but now...
Oh, now the pawn comes to b7, and it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, b7.
But look, it's like 8 seconds. Of course, with 8 seconds, it's very, very difficult to play this position. 4 seconds. Wow.
Oh, wait a second.
What is this?
The king comes up to...
Is it...
No, he got away with it.
He got away, but it was like almost mate,
Oh my goodness.
It was like almost mate.
Well, this is extraordinary. If the king had moved up the board, then bishop on c7 would have...
Somehow it's not clear again.
No, he takes...
No,
it's all too clear.
He takes here, and now it's not that clear, because, okay...
No, it's winning for white. It's completely winning for white.
Because the king will just go on the black squares.
Exactly. Completely winning.
All the pawns are on the squares of the bishop, which makes it very easy for white to convert this position. Yeah, now the king comes to f6 and that's over. Well, I would say fantastic game for Jan Nepomniachtchi. Really, really, really well played, especially from the practical point of view. How he just made Gelfand think and lose all the time. Wow.
Now Oparin is having to defend rook and bishop against rook. Very unpleasant. Well, should be able to do it. Second rank defense.
Well, now we'll see. Of course, Oparin should be able to do this, but sometimes, you know, even on Grandmaster level, some funny things happen in this position.
Absolutely. Okay, so he's employing the famous second rank defense, which means basically if White's rook checks, as it's just done on the 7th rank, and okay, Svidler is very fair.
Yeah. You know, Peter is he saw that Grigori knows the defending position, so he's a very correct player, and he didn't want to check more.
So let me just give a summary of the scores. In first position, Nakamura and Gelfand on 4.5. In third position, Kramnik on 4. Then we have a joint tie on 4th place, 3.5 points, Nepomniachtchi and Anand. Now, on tiebreak, it looks as though Nepomniachtchi has got 4th position.